Hello and welcome. This is going to be a deep stretch yoga routine. It's going to feel really, really good. This is going to be pretty much just classic yoga. I know that I do a lot of combinations of Pilates and yoga, strength training, you name it, but this is just classic yoga. Let's get started in child's pose. So I do want you to bring your knees out nice and wide, big toes to touch, push the hips back. Walk your hands out as far as they can possibly go. Draw your chest down to the mat and then rest your forehead on the mat. Now, I'm not going to rest mine because you guys know the microphone situation. So take a deep breath in here. As you exhale, melt into the ground. Let your chest fall closer and closer to the floor with each exhalation. 3 deep breaths here. I really want you to take those big inhales through your nose strictly, unless you've got some sort of restriction there. But try to do it all through the nose and then big, long exhales out through the mouth. 2 more breaths. On your next inhale, walk your hands over to the right, deep side body stretch along the left side body. Continue to draw your chest down to the floor. And try to keep your hips as close to your heels as possible, but I do want you to relax here. So if you are up here, that's okay. But see if you can kind of relax your hips towards your heels. One more breath. On the next inhale, let's walk the hands over to the left. Deep side body stretch along the right side body. Continue to draw your chest down to the floor and continue breathing deeply. On the next inhale, walk your hands back to center. And then for that exhale, draw the chest down to the mat one more time. On the next inhale, come forward to your forearms and then send your feet out. Your feet are going to be facing outwards away from you. We're coming into frog. Slide your knees out on either side of you. Try to have your knees in line with the hips as much as possible here. And then don't have your feet in here. Bring them out. Flex your feet away from you. And if this is hurting your knees, just make sure you cushion them. Put your mat underneath them. You can always sort of rotate so that your knees are on the mat here. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, slightly push back towards your heels. Inhale. Exhale, push back towards your heels. One more time, inhale. Exhale, push back. Now from here, take your right foot, put your right foot underneath your bum, push yourself up from the floor, and you're gonna find yourself in a 45-90 position. So your front foot is just in front of your pelvis, and then your back foot is in a 90-degree angle. So I want you to bring your front leg into a 90-degree angle, and now we're sitting in a 90-90. Inhale, lift and lengthen through the spine, lifting the chest. As you exhale, bring your hands out in front of you. We're gonna fold over our front leg. So the right leg, you're gonna feel a really, really deep stretch in that glute. Deep breath in. Exhale, melt towards the floor. Inhale. Exhale, melt. I have a lot of tightness in my low back. I can feel it in the stretch right now. Oh my goodness. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Slowly rise all the way up. Oh my goodness. Bring yourself to just face the front of your mat, and then I just want you to straighten your back leg out, and you can bring your front leg in slightly so that it's not a 90-degree angle. We're just coming straight into pigeon here. So inhale, lift and lengthen. Now rather than us coming back down, I want to create a quad stretch here. So you're going to kick your heel to your booty really hard. This is actually it requires a lot of strength in the hamstring. But you can feel free to reach back for your foot if you'd like. So you'd use your right arm to reach back. If not, if that's too intense, just simply kick your heel to your booty. Deep breaths. See if you can bring your heel closer. If you can reach, you can lean forward slightly and then just pull your foot towards you. Deep breaths. Exhale. Pull closer. Inhale. And exhale. Last breath. Exhale, pull. Release it back down. Let's just come forward. So you could come back into your 90-90, but we're pretty much there. We're in that 45-90. So let's just lean forward and then come back into froggy. 3 more of those pulses where we're pushing our bum back towards our heels. Inhale. Exhale, push back. Inhale. Whew. Hurts my knees being on the ground here. Exhale, push back. Inhale. Exhale, push back. Beautiful job. Now, left foot underneath the bum. It's coming through. Now we sit up. We've got the 45-90. Let's bring the front leg out so that we have a 90-90. Inhale, lift and lengthen through the spine. Reach your hands forward. As you exhale, fold. Each exhalation, you're coming closer to the ground. Sending your tailbone back. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale, last one. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly rise all the way back up. Come to face the front of the mat and then just straighten that back leg. You can bring the front leg in. I know for me, I need to do that. Lift and lengthen. From here, kick your heel to your booty. If you want to, opposite hand can reach back to grab the foot. This is a tighter side for me for sure. Deep breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Release it back down. Coming back to that 45-90. Come forward. One more froggy, promise, last one. I'm keeping both my knees on the mat this time. Inhale, push back. Inhale. Exhale, push back. Inhale. Exhale, push back. All right. Bring your feet together and then just come to sit. Bring your knees together. Whew. Shake it out. That was a lot. Okay. Let's come to a down dog. Tuck your toes, send your hips up and back. Remember, belly to thigh connection first, then send your heels down. Not the other way around. Don't start with straight legs and then a rounded spine. Belly to thigh connection first. And then from here, you lower the heels down until you can't anymore. Let's pedal out the feet. Drawing the heels down. Notice the sensations in the body. Let's hold the right heel down. 9, 8, 7, 6. Send that tailbone up towards the sky. 4, 3, 2, 1. Left foot. 10, 9, 8. Tailbone reaching up to the sky. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both heels down. 9, 8, 7, 6. Drawing your chest to your knees. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, look to the top of the mat. Step to your hands. Let's find a forward fold. Let's do a little ragdoll. Grab both of your elbows, sway from side to side. Release your hamstrings. Remember, you can have a nice bend in the knees here. Don't need to have straight legs at all, but I do want you to relax your head, neck, and shoulders. Inhale. And exhale. All right. On the next inhale, let's send our left foot back. We're going to come straight into a low lunge. Tucking your pelvis here so you feel a nice stretch in the front of that left hip. Deep breath in. And then as you exhale, send your hips forward. Now, I don't want you to send your hips back and then come forward. Tuck them in, send them forward. You're going to feel a really, really deep stretch. Make sure that they are square as well. So that's really how you're going to get into that psoas muscle, which is also creating a lot of tension and tightness in the hips. Deep breath in. Exhale, sending your hips forward as you tuck, even if it doesn't move. Inhale. Exhale. So hard. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale again. As you exhale, let's bring the weight back. I'm going to do half split here. So a little bend in the knee. Send your belly to your thigh. Reach your hands down. You're flexing the toes towards your face. And you can stay up here. You don't have to come all the way down. Just make sure you're sending your tailbone back. You've got a nice bend in the knee. Unless you don't feel anything, then you can straighten the knee and straighten the spine. But even I feel a lot in this position. So I'm guessing if you're a beginner, you will be feeling this quite intensely. Deep breath in. Exhale, send the tailbone back more. Inhale. Exhale, tailbone back. Last one. And tailbone back. Come forward, back into that low lunge. Tuck your tailbone in, tuck your toes under, lift your knee up, and then I just want you to step back into that forward fold. Deep breath in. Exhale, fold. Deep breath in. Exhale, fold. On the next inhale, send that right foot back. We're coming into a low lunge. Tuck your pelvis in. We're sending the hips forward with each exhalation. Inhale. Exhale, hips forward. Inhale. Exhale, hips forward. Not easy. Inhale. And exhale, hips forward. Inhale again. As you exhale, let's come back. Shifting the weight back, sending the tailbone back, nice long spine. We're folding. Half split. Bent knees. You don't need to touch the ground. You can have your hands on your hips here. Deep breath in. Exhale, send that tailbone back. That's really the focus here. Because then you're pulling the muscles away from one another. It's not about how it looks at all in this position. It's really important that you make sure that you're rather bending your knee than rounding the spine here. Notice if you do round the spine, notice what happens. The stretch goes away. Straighten the spine, send that tailbone back. You're going to feel it. Deep breath. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Fold. Okay, come forward, back into the low lunge. Tuck the back toes, lift up, and then push into that forward fold. And then just hang for a moment. Deep breath. Inhale. And then as you exhale, slowly bring your bum down to the ground. And that is it. That is a little mini yoga routine. That is a really deep stretch. I'm sure you can feel it. If you feel the backs of your legs right now, they should feel quite warm, like something's going on there. That is because we really went deep into the tissues of the hips and the hamstrings, a little bit of the upper body as well. So it's just a nice, well-rounded routine and practice. Remember that I do have a membership, and those classes are a lot longer, and we go way more in depth. And it's a lot of fun over there. You also will have unlimited access to all of my classes, and my programs, and my live streams, and all of that. So I'd love to see you in there, and you do get the first 7 days completely free. I loved having you here today. I'll see you in the next one.